point, I know you have a schedule as far as what you want to accomplish and when you want to do it. If you want to talk about that maybe a little bit.
Sure. So what we're proposing is just, like you said, to do a moratorium on fences, just to give us time to update that language. We have already started to do some research, done some drafting. We would take that to Planning and Zoning Board and then come back through the public hearing and first reading processes with council. So definitely opportunities for people to review the language and comment on it. I looked at other municipalities to see what they were doing, and really it just gives a little bit more information, provides some diagrams as well as what I'm proposing, just to make it clear. We get a lot of questions about, is a fence permit required? If so, where can it be? So we want to just make it as clear as possible for people, and then assuming that this would go forward, do some public outreach as well, and just make sure that people are aware that fence permits are required and what the new language would require.
This would not apply to any current fences. So whatever we impose, if we do this, it would not affect any existing fences. Is that right?
That would be my understanding, and also any applications that we have in already would not be affected by this. But I look at Mr. Dickey to say that for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
How many do you have? Do you know how many fence permits you have right now?
I don't think we have any pending right now. We have one that is going to come for a variance. So it's been submitted for a variance, but the permit hasn't been submitted yet because they have to get a variance first.
Would we want to?
There are, just so everyone's clear, there is some construction going on currently under development agreements as to how they're to handle those things. So I don't think that they would be part of this moratorium. In other words, the Heritage Tract, the warehouse is being developed there.
I think
I'm not sure about the fencing for the one by Jersey Mike's, that look.
But I think
Detention pond?
I think they're more concerned about some of the residents that are already in place. Would that affect them? Would that grandfather them in? Could we give them a certain period of time to move toward going to what is standard?
We would have to look at that, research that particular issue.
Yeah, that would be great.
To determine whether or not that actually could be done.
Instead of just grandfathering in for life, if we can, we need to kind of give them a time period to move away from and come into performance.
I got somebody that can do some heck of a research.
Raymond, do we have to place the time on it, or can we give planning the opportunity once they complete it to come back and put it back on the agenda?
I would not put more than 90 days on this moratorium.
So you're good with 90 days?
Yes.
What is common wood?
As it's in the code right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it would just be, what we've done in the past is we've just done a definition of, like, when you look up common wood, it actually lists some different types of wood. And that's one of the concerns with our current ordinance is that it's very nebulous.
Vague.
Yeah, vague.
Yeah, okay.
Not a gray area.
Well, if we could save someone else's property value, that would be great. I'm all for it.
So just to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying, Levi, when we come out of this, we would like to be able to not grandfather some of these fences in
Right.
that don't meet the updated code, but give them time to fix and correct,
Bring it in.
to bring it up into compliance. Terry, is that something you can write into the ordinance, or is that something we write into the ordinance?
We need to research it first before we can attempt to do that.
Thank you.
But once we find that answer, then if it's allowed, we can move towards the.
Any other questions from council? If not, a motion is in order.
Make a motion. Go ahead.
Motion to approve moving forward with the 90-day moratorium on fences.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Scott, second by Ms. Taylor to approve a resolution to establish a moratorium on constructing fences in the city of Rankin for a period of 90 days or until updated language has been adopted.
Does it
Any other question or
include business,
discussion?
or is that just residential? I was confused.
It's across the board.
Including things that are pending and holding here now?
No,
No.
that's what we were discussing.
Well, it seemed like there was just some vagueness on that. So the things that we had to put on hold here, their current plans, and the fencing that they have in their current plans, those would be exempted from whatever's new, but we're gonna ask homeowners to update within a certain amount of time?
No, the way I understand it is that what's already been approved and permitted is not, regardless of whether it's up, they put it up or not, they could still put that up because it's already been approved.
But it's not approved, so
If it hasn't been approved or permitted,
we're talking about the BKB. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, that's what we were all doing here. So we had the meeting, I know with Terry at City Hall, was it 2 weeks ago, Terry?
It was.
And in the ordinance, it says, cannot be seen from the road. And that was one of my questions, and I know Keith and I don't know where he went, we had talked about doing a fence. So since it's not approved, and you're putting a moratorium on it, what's gonna happen with that if we have a 90-day moratorium? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Go ahead. Terry.
Go ahead, Terry.
So with that one, that's still, right now, we're only at the conditional use portion of that, so a site plan hasn't come in yet, so there is nothing that would be, they don't have any approvals for anything right now, so a fence would not be grandfathered as part of this or considered approved. They'll still have to meet whatever regulations would get approved here as part of any changes we make to the fence ordinance.
Thank you.
Does that answer your question, sir?
Yes, sir.
my only other question is that one application that we have in, is that one clear to move forward or are we putting that one on hold? The one that you said is coming in for a variance?
So she has submitted for a variance, but she is not paid yet. And I believe what she's asking for a variance from is to be in the front setback. So that, I mean, I guess that would be, a legal question. I mean, because she hasn't technically submitted a fence permit because we advise people not to submit for a fence permit if they need a variance, because they may not get the variance. So I can't, I guess I can't say yes or no to that yet.
So that one would fall under the moratorium then, right?
Say it again.
It seems like, so we don't have a fence permit application in, we have a variance in for a fence to be in a front setback.
Yeah, the only issue with that though is that's basically tantamount to requesting a permit in and of itself by doing that. So I would characterize that one as being in the pipeline before the moratorium.
She's asking for a variance, not an application.
So the only other thing is the way that you're approving it is going to be a moratorium on all fencing. And so bear in mind, there may be situations for safety purposes and things of that nature that the people are going to have to come back here in order to be able to put those fencing up. So just like for construction and various things of that nature. So just be aware of that. That may be appearing on your agenda in the future to allow that beyond, even though the moratorium is in place, if it meets certain criteria.
And for those of you in the audience, as you see on the screen, that's the tentative schedule for reviewing this on the fence regulations. July the 18th is the draft language reviewed by Planning and Zoning Board. July the 24th, public hearing on the draft language at City Council. August the 14th is first reading in City Council, and August the 28th, second reading in City Council. Now again, that's tentative, that could change, but that's the schedule for any of you who might want to be a part of that discussion, so. Any other questions from council? Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Scott, second by Ms. Taylor. Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Blackwell?
Yes.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Kirk?
Yes.
Item number 3, new business, is request to approve I-3 Public Sector to provide updated finance and utility billing software. Mr. Cartwright?
Hi, Mayor, Council. Requesting updated software, so I'm requesting I3 Public Sector in the amount of $47,040. This is gonna improve the efficiency of billing as well as finance, making it probably a smoother transition, make everything, getting reports and whatnot for everyone.
And this will talk to all,
Yes, ma'am. It will talk with CJT, which is new with court and also with police software. They'll be able to download their information.
So regarding new technology, did Aaron take a look just to make sure there weren't any IT issues? I'll be honest, I just assumed that he did, and I didn't go, dive deep into it, but did he look at it?
He briefly looked at it, but I need to probably speak with him further about it.
Yeah.
I actually did sit down with CJT to make sure that they could bring the information over once we do the transition, because right now we're having a problem bringing their daily work over into Tyler. The support with Tyler is pretty tough to handle. And I did get 3 quotes, Tyler being one of them, and then the third one was double the price of I3.
And this is cloud, this is all in the
Yes.
cloud, that's correct?
Cloud-based.
Okay, now, what are you all doing, what are you familiar with the 365?
Yes, so 365 is in the cloud. What this is doing is, it's gonna, all of our data is going to be up in the cloud, and they'll pull down, it's gonna be specific, so if a computer were to crash, or if there were issues, all the data is safe, it's in the cloud. But my big thing is the integration piece. I just wanna make sure that we don't, one, lose any data, and two, is it a secure cloud? I'm assuming it's the government cloud,
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
and it's
It's-
FedRAMP?
It's
And
I3
that's what I
public
asked you
sector,
about,
so.
the integration part
Yeah.
of it. Losing.
Yeah, so we should be good, but I just want Aaron just to take a
Okay.
good look, just to make sure. I did not dive deep in here to look through
Okay,
the technical, there's not much technical stuff in here anyway, but.
yeah, I'm pretty confident with it and comfortable and excited about it, so.
So there'd be some efficiencies and maybe some time savings in this.
There
new
will be, and
system.
some money saving, because they actually have a program,
Time is money.
for,
so
that's
yeah.
right, yeah, and as far as mailing, because right now we're spending about $7,000 on postage. And they're charging us $33.88 for it, so,
Will they be, Ms. Cartwright, will they provide any training to you and your staff?
yes, they will provide training. And they're very, every time I call, they answer the phone or they get right back to me, so they're very responsive.
Now, what we would be approving here tonight would be a cost of $47,040. That's your upfront cost and your implementation cost, and then from that point forward, the annual fee will be $15,540.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
So, $47,040 is what we're approving here tonight on this side.
I don't have a problem to approving it, and just go ahead and approve it tonight, and let her and Aaron get together and make sure the integration and everything works and sync in together. So I'll motion to approve it.
Now, is this, is this, and I'll second, is this going to get us away from the card, and now we'll have an actual envelope as a bill now, or is it?
Yes, an envelope,
That's important.
yes.
Those cards get lost all the
Yes.
time. That's one of the complaints.
And those will actually be sent from I3.
Yep.
So they'll do a direct mail out from there.
Yes.
So we won't even
Correct.
process them at all.
That's correct. So they'll save time with the clerks up front, and I can
Yeah.
get them doing other things
Okay.
and money.
Yeah, good.
We'll be the first in the county too, won't we?
All right, I have a motion by Mr. Scott, second by Mr. Kirkland, to approve the I3 public sector to provide updated finance and utility billing software at a cost of $47,040. Any other question or discussion? Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Blackwell?
Yes.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 4, new business, is approval of the appointment of Rebecca Boston to serve as the non-public representative of Effingham County and the cities of Guyton, Rankin, Springfield, and for the Coastal Regional Council. Some of you may have heard us discuss in the last few weeks Mr. Herb Jones, who has served in this position for probably 15 years. He's on up in age, and so this is his last term in serving on the regional commission. He has served well, and Mr. Jones is well known in the area and a very faithful public servant for many, many years. But I think he's 93 years old now. How he's done it this long, I don't know. But anyway, he served well, but it's time now to make another appointment. We have a recommendation from the county to appoint Ms. Rebecca Boston to that position. The Effingham County has 3 representatives on that board, on that council. That would be the county commission would have a representative on the board, and then the public appointee, which would be Rebecca Boston, and then myself, I serve on the board as well. So Effingham County has 3 representatives. Rebecca Boston would be one of the 3. And I know Rebecca well, and I know that she's passionate about everything she does, and she'll serve well, and I think she'll represent Effingham County very well. So that would be my personal recommendation. I think she'd be a great one to serve. And I think, Levi, you've known Rebecca as well. So.
I've worked with her with DFC, and she's a committed person, and has a lot of value in the county. So in that sense, I've also motion to approve Ms. Boston.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Mr. Scott, second by Mr. Blackwell to approve the appointment of Rebecca Boston to serve as the non-public representative of Effingham County and the cities of Guyton, Lincoln, and Springfield for the Coastal Regional Commission Council. Any other question or discussion? Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Blackwell?
Yes.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Kirk?
Yes.
And item 4A, which was added to our agenda, would be the acceptance of Damon Ron resignation from the Lincoln City Council effective June 2nd, 2023. Mr. Ron submitted that to us on June the 2nd, and just to officially accept that resignation as an action here tonight. A motion would be in order.
Motion to accept.
As much as I hate to second it, but I do want to say that I did respond back to Mr. Ron and tried to get him to change his mind. He did not, but I do second.
Have a motion by Mr. Scott, second by Mr. Kirkland to accept the resignation of Damon Ron from the Lincoln City Council effective June 2nd, 2023. Any other question or discussion? Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Blackwell?
Yes.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
All right, we're moving now into our administrative reports. Chief of Police, Chief Merle. I think, Chief, you sent out by email your report, so we all should have his report, but anything in addition you need to add for us tonight?
Yes, sir, I'm available for questions on that. I'm also laid on your dais, life-saving award that will be being put in. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. It's for 4 firefighters and a police officer.
We can talk about it a little bit.
Is there in detail for you to read, but they administered life-saving efforts and successfully brought the gentleman back. We're speaking to him before they left the scene. They did an amazing job. The update on our shooting in Fox Trace, we have the 2nd person in custody, the 2 individuals that were involved with it. That's still an ongoing investigation. As long as you know, the 2nd arrest has been made on it. 3 of our 5 Tahoes are equipped and on the road. They're in service. And we got a couple of tweaks that need to be corrected on them, but we'll, one by one, we'll get them back and get that stuff squared away. And K9 Demon had his first successful track, a 2.9 mile track, which is pretty impressive. Brand new dog, and went straight to the door where one of the individuals lived. So
This was not a training exercise.
no, this was real life scenario, and he did a jam up job. So, he also had his first drug bust. It's a request for assistance by the sheriff's office, and found a good bit of meth. I believe it was a little over an ounce, don't quote me on that, and a good bit of marijuana also. So, he's already making great strides.
Good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just
Sure.
curious,
Any questions for Chief Burrow?
how much is an ounce of meth? Is that like a Ziploc bag? I'm just curious how much that is.
A little smaller than your fist.
Okay.
Where are you with your fleet?
Sorry.
Where are you with your fleet?
As far as getting the whole thing updated, we've got 3 or 4 chargers that are still issued. And we still have 2 that are spares that are sitting in the back. Not very reliable spares, but that's kind of where we stand
I
right
have
now.
nothing ready for surplus out.
And then that's after all 5 are on the road. And what was your question?
Surplus, you don't have anything going on, need to go to surplus right now before.
We do, actually. We have our old spare K9 car that has blown a motor in it several months ago, but we're trying to repurpose some of that equipment and put into another newer, more reliable charger to make that their spare. So, but yeah, we do. We'll have at least that one, I believe, probably more likely 2 when that auction comes back around.
And I do want to thank you for the extra phone calls that I've been receiving, some good, some bad, about your increased presence around the streets. Some are happy about it and some are not so happy about it, but I think you're making the street safer, so I definitely appreciate it either way. So I definitely appreciate it.
No problem, that's what we're here for.
Absolutely.
Any other questions for Chief Burrow? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Fire Department, Mr. Whittle, I think you're standing in for Chief Reed. He's out of town, huh?
Still in the
Out of
sun.
country. Yeah, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
All right,
I'm
good.
back on my feet, moving around pretty good.
Good.
Still got a little bit to go, but yeah. So Chiefs is out of town, or out of the country. Be back this Thursday. He said he doesn't have anything, but you know, I'm sure he'll come back with something. I'm sure he'll come back with something.
All right.
A sunburn, probably.
Any questions I can answer for you guys?
Any questions for Mr. Whittle?
I'm here all day, every day.
Yeah, all right, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Pardon me?
Peace, dude.
Oh. Pete.
Yes,
Come on in here. How are you?
Come on, turn around, let us get a good look at you.
Yeah.
See you in a
Glad
while.
to see you, yes.
Keep your seat.
Good to see
I
you.
haven't been able to mess with you in a while. How you doing?
I told, Chief Pearl I was deciding where to sit. I knew where to sit in that seat or that seat.
Yeah,
I said, I knew he's gonna freak out, isn't he?
yeah. Hey, sit anywhere you want.
But just,
It's just good to see you.
good to be back. The first time I've been out in a little while. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get back and move in a little bit, so
Okay.
I got my feeding tube out, so I'm ready to try
All
to eat a little
Take
bit
on the
more.
world, huh?
All right.
It's good
But,
to see you.
good to see
Pete.
y'all.
Thank you.
Good.
All right, building and zoning, Ms. Lewis?
So the roof project started Friday, and most of the roofs were completed through Sunday until the rain started. City Hall and the Heinley Building are left, and they're hoping this weekend. It's obviously dependent on weather, so, but the materials are here, so just a matter of the weather cooperating. But David was out supervising, going from site to site, and said they did a really good job, not just, they were efficient, they were cleaning the site the whole time that they were going, picking up roofing nails, things like that. So he was, seemed to be very happy with what they were doing, so.
Great. It looks good.
Questions from Ms. Lewis? All right, Public Works, Mr. Bowles?
Submitted a written report, and they were pretty quick.
Any questions for Mr. Bowles?
I just want to make a thank you. We had a request for some speed limit signs in the Williamsburg subdivision, and Mr. Bowles and his crew responded efficiently, and they're posted now, so hopefully Chief Merle's guys will have something to go by when they fly through that neighborhood with the kids running around and riding bikes and playing ball or whatever, so. Thank you again, Tim.
Wait, speed bumps?
And they got your signs up
Speed
in
bumps?
your near area too, right?
No, speed limit
Speed limit
signs.
sign, okay.
There were some there, but they became missing over time, yes.
Tim, did you get the, neighborhood watch signs that Jonathan asked you to order for me, for our neighborhood?
We never knew where to put them
I'll show you.
at. Okay.
Okay. Because we have two existing already. One you can't see because of bushes, but the other one's right there on 9th Street. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
And thank you for getting the sign up for their neighborhood.
Well,
Very
one sign
quickly.
was already up on Magnolia,
Okay.
and we used to have one up on Pound, but apparently somebody sold
Huh.
it. So
But
we
thank
put
you for
another.
getting that up for them. I definitely appreciate it. Rather quickly, should I say. So thank you.
Any other questions for Mr. Bowles? All right, you have a report in your packet from the wastewater facility. Finance, Ms. Cartwright?
Just working through the audit right now, Mayor. They're coming out tomorrow, so I'm having my first visit with CPAs tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And also just wanted to say a good job to Recreation. They got Giles looking really good. They got the new basketball court up, the swings and nice sand. And like she said, I think she's trying to get that sign up too that she had spoke to you about prior to, so.
She got it up. She sent me a picture.
Did she get it? Okay, great. Yeah, they worked really hard out there for that. So they got the benches looking new, so it's really nice.
Yeah, it does.
How's the playground coming?
It looks good.
Did they get both the other shade up yet?
I don't think they got the shade up
They
yet.
had one that,
Yeah, I saw the one, but I haven't been by there
I
in a
haven't
couple
been by
days
there.
to see if they got it.
came there on Thursday,
Okay.
they had one big,
I know that they've been working hard on it because it had been raining. So Alex and Ashton and Caitlin, they were hustling to try to get that complete.
Along with that discussion about the playground and all the other things we're doing too, we really need to get serious about discussion on some suitable restrooms for
Yes.
that area and the golf course as well. So those are some things, and I know there's some options out there on some like pre-built. I've seen some of that. I don't know how costly they may be, but,
She actually did, Alex did get some quotes on for the restrooms.
mhm.
She probably sent them to me, I didn't get a chance. to send them.
At McCumber and Giles, she did. She
Mhm.
probably want them on the next meeting or so, but she did get quotes.
And it would, the appearance of them, would it be something that we could utilize at the golf course as well? Because we need those, there as well.
Okay.
I mean,
We'll take a look at it and get you some more information on it.
yeah, and they may be very costly, I mean, but I know there's pre-built, they come and they just set them in place and, you hook them up, and Tim, that's your job, but, yeah.
It's important to me that we, before that does happen, that we have good video surveillance because we don't want them to get torn up. And I know Aaron has been working at some of the parks, getting all that together, but that is a hard, gotta have that video. So
I know
we
we've
can-
struggled at Giles
Yeah.
Park with.
Even if it's
the
just a
damage.
distraction to them, at least it'll slow them down.
No, I hope they take care of this part,
Yeah,
so. Hopefully the cameras will deter it.
yeah, I hope so.
All right, any questions from Ms. Cartwright? Golf course, Mr. Bessinger, how's it going out there?
Thank you. Well, first of all, it's been a great first month, so I just wanted to, officially come in here and just say that I'm starting to settle in. A huge part of that is because of my staff. So I've had a great team that are really helping me around. So one of them's here in particular, but
We'll ask Christie how you're doing.
she might say that, I don't know. I am pretty blunt, so I let people know how I feel. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to, now that I feel a little bit more comfortable of being able to now come and kind of being here now in my second council meeting, and then going into the future, being able to stand up here and, ask for things. And I know that there's been a lot of things going on. This has been really nice for me coming on. We obviously just had our roofs done, which was good and bad at the same time, because it happened on our busiest day of the week, which was a handful on Saturday, but it definitely makes it look better. And we're doing some beautification around the clubhouse, also on the golf course. Mr. Taylor in particular has helped us with some things, so we appreciate that. We know we're going to continue to do some things, so we will be seeing each other a lot, probably over the next 6 months or so. But we're definitely working on security cameras, and we just want to make the golf shop and the whole golf course, just a better asset for the community of Rincon and beyond. So we're really looking forward to the challenge, but then also the opportunity of doing it. So if there's any questions that anyone has for me, I will be more than happy to answer.
Brian, as you get your feet on the ground, I'd like to be able to start to see some reports from you as far as the progress of the golf course, measuring number of rounds and revenue and play and that kind of thing, so we kind of have something to gauge how we're really doing. And so that'll be, as you get a handle on those things, start bringing some reports that'll give us some idea about that. So
Yes, sir. I actually had to handle that on my second day. So I check those numbers every day. So just as a broad thing real quickly, we are actually up in revenues. Rounds are down, and that sounds like maybe that's bad, but it's not. And that's because revenue for rounds is up. So previous administration and decisions have really helped us on that. So we're looking forward to continuing to grow on that, but I will definitely be able to have those black and white numbers, because I love numbers.
Yeah.
So I look at them every day.
All right,
So,
good,
yes, sir.
good. Any questions for Mr. Besson?
Yeah, I wanna know how much money we're losing on our memberships. So check on that for me.
All right, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
All right, anything from council?
Yes. I would like to know, according to our charter, a special meeting of mayor and council may be held on a call of 2 council members. We went against our charter. The mayor called a meeting. That was Jonathan's suspension. We're supposed to get notice of 48 hours ahead of time. I did not get notice 48 hours ahead of time. It specifically says, per telephone and/or a meeting. Also, it says, hang on, let me get to that one. If there are 4 council members who agree to this meeting, that wouldn't be a quorum. And where this is announced of this meeting is an agenda for it, and why was it not included? Hang on, let me go back. I just want to know why, basically, why we went against our charter for Jonathan's thing. And are we gonna do it again when he has his appeal?
Graham, can you address that?
I don't have it in front of me, but the mayor can call a special call meeting or 2 council members. I know that that's in there. I would have to look at the time frames, I'm not sure.
So,
So to call a special call meeting is the mayor or 2
but
council
it
members?
specifically says we have to have notice within 48 hours. Our charter says that.
Okay. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't comment on it
You
right now.
wanna see it? I got it right here.
No, I'll pull it and look at it, but I know that the mayor can call a call
He
meeting.
can call a special meeting, but we don't
No,
have to have.
It doesn't
notice.
have to be just 2 council members. It's mayor or 2 council members.
Can call the meeting.
Yes.
Okay. But then we're still supposed to notify everyone in council 48 hours in advance, correct?
I don't know, I'll have to look at that part. I don't recall right offhand.
Okay.
No, I don't.
All right, well, are we gonna know, well, we're in an executive session, we'll know when Jonathan's appeal hearing is, okay. Okay. So we don't have an answer. Okay.
All right, anything else from council? All right, at this time, I'll ask for a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Scott, second by Mr. Blackwell, to go into executive session. Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Blackwell?
Yes.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes,
Mr. Kirk?
Yes.
never mind.
Thanks, folks, for executive session.
Can I get past the, office? I figured it ended up down here, so thank you.
Everything,